Hello, it is me again, Becky. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I'm in a mood, y'all. I am in a mood, and I just want to complain about shit. I really do. And I feel like we need to allow ourselves those opportunities to complain about things that hold such little significance in our lives. Because with everything that happens in our world, major things that we have very little control over, sometimes we just need to expel negative energy from us. And a great way to do that is to complain about shit that makes little to no difference. That doesn't affect our lives in any big way, but it just irritates us. And that's what I want to do today. I want to complain and bitch about tiny little insignificant things that booktubers and book creators do that just annoy me. So this isn't about anybody in general, it's just something that I've collectively seen across Booktube and Bookstagram because that's where I'm at. If I share something and you know for a fact that you do these things, don't take it personally, okay? And if you do take it personally and you're offended by it, well then stop doing it, okay? But if you do these things and you like the fact that you do them, then what the fuck does my opinion matter? Continue to do them. I'll probably continue to watch your content. I watch content that these things happen all the time. It just annoys me, okay? So let me complain about it. So the thing that set me off and made me want to make this video is I was scrolling Bookstagram. I see a lot of content creators who start their vertical videos with a fucking book this way. They love it. They rave about it. They're like, oh my god, this is the best book, blah, 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 blah. And then they won't show the fucking cover of the book until the last 2 seconds of the video. I hate that shit. If you love this book so damn much, show me the freaking cover, okay? Show it to me. Because also, I have this nifty thing on my phone where I can do picture-in-picture, so I can watch a video and I can be on other websites, apps at the same time. And if I see a book and I hear that you're talking about it, I am much more likely to put you in picture-in-picture. Go search up what this book is about, add it to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever else, while you're still talking about the video. So I'm staying on your video longer because I know what the book is. If you start it like this, I've already scrolled past. And I'm sure that means a shit bit of difference to you because I know why you do it. Because if you do it like that, then chances are people will stay on longer, but I am just the opposite. So if it works for you, great, but I absolutely fucking hate it. Show me the book cover or I'm scrolling by. Something else I hate that is kind of connected to that is when I'm watching specifically YouTube videos and people will put up an image of the cover, typically if it's an ebook or an audiobook that they don't actually have to hold. If you don't leave that fucking picture up the entire time you're talking about that book, I hate that shit, okay? Because a lot of the times I am not watching your videos, I'm listening to them while I'm doing chores or working or something. So if you're talking about a book that you absolutely love, or even a book that you hate, but you mentioned something that I might like, I can't quickly look and see what that book is you're talking about with that image on the screen. I'm not going to spend time to go back and find where that image was for the 2 seconds that you introduced the title and the author. Keep it up the entire damn time you're talking about the book, please. Another thing I absolutely hate is when people take the time to set up all their equipment, sit down, film a video, and they apologize for the noises in the background, like it's a rainstorm or their kids are in the next room, or I don't know, the dog is snoring next to them or something. I hate that shit, okay? Because you knew that that was what you were setting up to film in. That was the environment. So if you didn't like that environment, why did you set it up to film the video in that environment? If you're comfortable enough to set up your camera and film with your dog snoring there, then don't apologize for it. It's part of life. The only time I feel like people should apologize for the sound quality is if you have a typical sound quality in your video, like if you use a mic or something and then you're watching it in post-production and you realize that your mic went out and the audio suddenly shifts dramatically, then you put in a little edited, hey guys, my audio went out or something. And because that is not something that you were aware of when you set up to film. But it's okay if you have sound in the background, I promise. Especially because for most of us booktubers and book content creators, this is just a hobby. Nobody's paying us for this. And if they are paying it, you know, if you're just getting like ad revenues, you're not getting a whole bunch. So unless this is like your full-time job and people are paying you for a certain quality of video content, don't apologize for your everyday things that make noise. Also, don't apologize about your lighting, okay? If you use natural lighting and the sun is going down or whatnot, and so you're a little shadowed, again, you knew what that was like before you set up the camera to film. So if you don't like how that looks, don't film in that moment, okay? If it's the only time that you can film, then don't make a big stink about it. As long as I can see your face and see the books you're talking about, I don't care if you're a little shadowed. I don't care if there's a light streak going across your face. I don't care if you're far away or close up. As long as I can see who you are, see your face, see the book, you're good. You're golden, babe. You're golden. I don't care if the sun's going down and you have to whip out a ring light. I don't care. Use what light you have. It's not that big of a freaking deal. Just film your damn videos and have fun with it. Speaking of audio, this is something that I see a lot on Bookstagram. I see it occasionally here on Booktube, but where's it at? What can I use? Here, this is the smallest thing I have. It's the people who have the little microphones who hold it this close to their mouth when they're literally within a hand's distance of their camera and they're not moving. Stop it! This shit is so annoying. I hate these fucking little microphone things because they weren't all that prominent like a year ago, and people were making fine quality videos a year ago. And in fact, some people who have started using these stupid little microphones that they hold this close to their mouth in a room where there's no fucking noise that they need to muffle, your videos sounded better without it. You don't need this tiny little microphone to hold in your 2 fingers held this close to your mouth if you're just sitting in a room, staring at a camera, talking to it when it's this far from you, okay? The only way you need a microphone, attach it to your clothing. If you are far from your camera, if you're moving about, if your back is turned toward the camera, or if you were in an environment that is really loud. And some of y'all are recording in the same damn space that you've been recording for years that I've been watching you, okay? So you don't need this. You don't. The only time you need a microphone this close to your mouth is in a very loud situation like a book convention and you're interviewing people. That's it. That's it. Stop using these things. They're so annoying. Because also it just looks dumb. I think it looks dumb. So this next thing is something I see only on Booktube, okay? And it's people who play like TBR games. I love TBR games. I think they're very creative and people are so creative for creating them. That's a lot of creating. But it's when they like pull a prompt or pull a book recommendation out of a jar or something and then they will unfold the paper, show it to the camera, which would be fine. That would be fine. But then they turn it around and what do? They read what they just showed the camera. Just read it. You don't need to show me, the viewer, what it says before you say what it says. I believe you. I'm not a dog who you have to prove that you don't have any food to show you have no food. Ugh. That or they will be playing a game or something and they'll pick up a card and it'll have like a prompt or something that says sprayed edges. And then the next clip will be like, the next prompt was sprayed edges. Here's the book I'm going to choose. You've already shown me that prompt and told me that prompt. You don't need to do it back to back. I get why people do this because sometimes people don't film chronologically. They will film what they're playing as the game and then they will film the books that they choose for the prompts. I get it, but you're editing the video. So if you've already said, oh look, it says sprayed edges, you don't need to be like, okay, this prompt was sprayed edges. Just do it once. Do it once and then show me the book. Okay? It drives me crazy because I'm like, I have an attention span. You just told me that. People's bookshelves that aren't organized, drives me insane when I'm watching videos and people just have books stacked up willy-nilly thrown on shelves behind them. I'm like, I want to go to their house and I just want to organize it for them. People whose content consists of the same type of video over and over on repeat. I tend to unsubscribe from these people because I get tired of watching the same shit all the time. If all you do is put out recommendation videos, I don't care if they're different recommendation videos. If all you do is recommendation videos, I get tired of watching it. If all I see on your channel is book haul, TBR, book haul, I will unsubscribe because I get tired of watching that same shit all the time. I like people who make a variety of different content. Even if it's just a sit-down video where it's in the same place all the time, as long as you mix up what kind do a recommendation video, do a TBR, do a wrap-up, do a vlog, I don't know, mix up the type of videos you do. Do a freaking tier ranking video. I won't watch it, but at least it'll be something. People who use like and excessively, I will unsubscribe. I can't do it. I can't, okay? I understand that a like and an they're going to slip through occasionally. We're only human. Like and are just part of our filler vocabulary, okay? I get it. I do it myself all the time. A like and an will just slip through and I'll be like, God damn, I said it and I really didn't want to say it, but I said it. And sometimes it's hard to edit around that because it just doesn't flow the way I want it to. I would rather have it a little choppy than hear myself sound like a valley girl on repeat, especially throughout an entire video. If you are valley girling it up with your likes and your like I read this book that was like about dragons and like the character, I really liked her character. She had brown hair and like a really good person. Edit that shit out. I can't listen to it in real life either. I have gone up to people I've worked with who do speeches that use the same word excessively, and I will tell them, you need to not say that word so much because it's very distracting and it's very irritating. Okay? And I know that I use certain words excessively. I do. Sometimes I want to put at the beginning of my videos, guess what Becky's word of the day is? Because when editing, I'll be like, good Lord, I've used that word. And half the time it's not even like or it's just some random word that gets stuck in my mind that day. People who don't respond to DMs piss me off. If I am sending somebody a message through DM, typically it's like a booktuber or something, and they don't respond, they read my messages because I see that they read it. You know, Instagram shows you read. And they don't respond, it pisses me right the fuck off. And I tend not to engage with those people again because it annoys me. It's like, wow, so you read that message, and typically it's something nice. I'm not sending people hate messages. I'm either asking them very nicely, hey, would you like to be part of a collab? Or, you know, I comment on one of their posts on Instagrams or something like that, and they don't fucking respond, pisses me off. It's like, babes, you're not a Hollywood movie. You're not Taylor Swift, okay? You're reading your own messages and you're ignoring me. And I don't like to be ignored. I really don't. Do I think people owe me the things that I ask from them? Like, do you want to be part of this collab? Or, you know, can I get this book recommendation or something? Do I think people owe me that? Fuck no. I don't think people owe me that at all. If people want to say no to me, they can say no to me. But I would rather have somebody say no, have somebody be like, you know, I just don't have the time, or I'm just not feeling it, or something like that. I would rather have that than you read my message and you don't respond. For some reason you don't like me because I message you something, block me. I want to connect with people. I want to engage with people. And so if somebody isn't reciprocating that, I want to know. Because I don't want to put my effort and my energy into sending you messages, trying to befriend you, trying to encourage you, or trying to contribute to something for you, and you not having the time or the energy or the willpower to just send back a quick little message. Okay? And that might seem like I'm just being a total snobby bitch who thinks that everybody needs to respond to me, but that's who I am. If you don't respond to me, I discontinue my efforts. People who claim audiobooks don't count as reading. I don't know who these people are. But I think they just have that opinion for attention. I really do. I think they're rage baiters. Because I've never met anybody personally in real life who has that opinion. I think they're just rage baiters. But they piss me off. If you're making a video and it has music in it, but you're also doing a voiceover, if the music is louder than what you're speaking, I hate that shit. Turn your music down lower than what you're speaking. I should not be able to hear the music over your voice, okay? If you have an intro where you're talking and then it's like music to intro your channel or whatever, and then you go back to talking, that intro needs to be at the same decibel level as the rest of your video. I should not have to adjust the volume during your intro. It annoys me. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to complain about, that I can think of anyway. I didn't write any of this down. I was just going off the cuff of my complaint brain. But I think that's it for now. Anyway, I know that I do some of this stuff. I'm aware. Sometimes it's the pot calling the kettle black, okay? Is it gonna stop me from watching your videos if you do this? No, okay? There's a reason why this shit annoys me, is because I see it enough, because I subscribe to people who do it enough, okay? So it's not like something I'm gonna stop doing unless it was something that I specifically told you I would unsubscribe from your channel if you did. And again, me unsubscribing from your channel, is it really that big of a deal? No, it fucking ain't. Because some of y'all who do this shit that I've unsubscribed from your channels, you got like 20,000 followers. So me unsubscribing isn't gonna mean a shit bit of difference. It doesn't. None of this stuff is that important. I just wanted to complain about it, okay? So thank you for listening to me complain about it. Let me know down in the comments if any of this shit annoys you. Let me know if there's something that I specifically do that annoys you, because maybe I could work on not doing it. If it's saying fuck too much, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stop doing that. It's just part of my vocabulary. I try to edit it out of my videos, I do. Believe me, the amount of times you hear me say the word fuck in videos, there's a lot you don't hear me say because I edit it out, okay? So be thankful. But if there's anything else I do, oh, if it's also complaining about shit, I'm sorry, I can't do that either. But let me know, is there something I do that annoys you? Maybe I could work on fixing it. Maybe, if I care, okay? But if you don't want to comment any of that, but would like to let me know you made it to the end of me bitching about shit that doesn't matter, leave me a mouth emoji, as in, girl, shut your mouth. Okay? Alright, thank you. With that, until my next video, go out there and complain about shit that doesn't matter. You will feel so free, let me tell you. Bye.